Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 10 math. So you can find all the lessons on aplus2.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 10 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter trigonometry, and the lessons we are going to cover from the chapter are trigonometric ratios, find the length of a side, find trigonometric functions using a calculator. We are going to start with the chapter trigonometry, and the lessons we're going to cover today are trigonometric ratios, find the length of a side, find trigonometric functions using a calculator, and trigonometric ratios, find an angle measure. Then we'll do the solve a right triangle. So let's just start with the first lesson, that is trigonometric ratios, find the length of a side. Okay, here I am on grade 10 math. We're going to start with the lesson, that is trigonometric ratios, find the length of a side, right? Okay, so you are given with that triangle. You need to find the length of this triangle RS, right? So we have to see what trigonometric function we can use. You are given the angle 60 degrees. You are given one of the side, that is hypotenuse, right? So that means you can use the cos or the sine, right? So if you use sine 60 is, this is the perpendicular if you use this angle, right? But you need to find this side. So you can use cos 60. Cos 60 equal base SR divided by the hypotenuse, that is 8 square root 3. So then SR equals 8 square root 3 times 60. Let's just use the calculator, and that is 8 square root 3 times 60. The correct option is 107.3. Oh, you need to draw the special triangle, right? The special triangle in the cos 60 special triangle is 1 over 2, right? You need to make 30, 60, 90 triangle, that is 1 over 2 in cos 60, right? So now you have to find the RS. Cos 60 equals 1 over 2 and RS divided by 8 square root 3. So just do cross multiplication, that will be 4 square root 3, right? You have to calculate the value using the special right triangle, right? Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, the first one is find Vx, right? So you are given, that is the triangle 30, that is the special triangle 30, 60 and 90. So you have to calculate cos of 30, right? You have to calculate, you are given the Okay, if you calculate cos 30, you need to calculate Vx, right? If you calculate cos 30, that would be Vw. You need to calculate sine 30, right? So sine 30 in special triangle, right? If you have to make the special triangle, that is 30, 60, and 90 triangle, it looks like this, right? So this is 1, this is 2, and this is square root 3. So sine 30 equals, for this one, that is Vx divided by 2 square root 3. And from the special triangle, it is 1 over 2. So that would be Vx over 2 square root 3. So just cross multiply, Vx equals 2 square root 3 over 2. 2 and 2 cancel out, so Vx equal square root 3. The correct option is, oh, that is square root 13, 2 square root 13, right? So then Vx equal square root 13, right? The correct option is square root 13. Okay, the next one is, the correct option is square root 13. Okay, the next one is, you need to calculate FG, right? This one you need to calculate. Okay, let's see how do we calculate. That is a triangle with 30, 60, and 90. That means you need to calculate sine of 60, right? Sine 60 equals FG divided by 16, right? And if you have to, you can make a special triangle 30, 60, and 90. That would be 1, 2, and square root 3. So sine 60 is square root 3 over 2 equals FG over 16. So that is FG equals 16 square root 3 over 2. So that is 8 square root 3. FG is 8 square root 3, right? So the correct option is 8 square root 3 is the correct option, right? So just select the correct option and then click on the OK button. Okay, we have to calculate the value of CD, right? Okay, you have to calculate the CD, right? So we can calculate sine 30, right? Sine 30 is DC over 2 square root 6. And also when you make a special triangle, sine 30 is 1 over 2. So that is 1 over 2 equals CD divided by 2 square root 6. So just do cross multiplication. That would be CD equals square root 6. The correct option is, so the correct option is square root 6. Okay, you have to calculate VU. You need to calculate the UW, right? that means you have to calculate sine 30, right? Because sine 30 equals uw divided by 2 square root 39, right? And in a special triangle, sine 30 equals 1 over 2. So that is uw divided by 2 square root 39. Just do cross multiplication. So that is 2 square root 39 over 2 and 2 cancel out. So that means uw equals square root 39. The correct option is square root 39. So option number 1 is the correct option, that is square root 39. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Okay, so let's just move on to next lesson. And the next lesson is find trigonometric functions using a calculator. Okay, evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal to the nearest hundred. So simply you have to calculate sine 48. So go use your calculator, press the sine button and then 48, right? Let's just start with the test questions. Okay, you have to calculate cos 60. So which is the correct option? Use your calculator and calculate the cos 60. Okay, let me just calculate. Here is cos and 60. Cos 60 equals, that is 0.5. Why that is? Okay, that is 0.36. The correct option is 0.36, right? Okay, the next one is evaluate sine 37. So which is the correct option? Sine 37 equals, yes, that is 0.60. The correct option is 0.60. Okay, the next one is evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal rounded to nearest hundred. You have to calculate sine 29. So which is the correct option? Just evaluate on your calculator. The correct option is, the correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. 0.47 is the correct option. Okay, evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal round to the nearest hundred. So you have to calculate cos 70. So which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.34 is the Correct option. Okay, evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal rounded to the nearest hundredth. You need to calculate sine 48. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.74 is the correct option. Okay, the next one is evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal rounded to the nearest hundredth. You have to calculate sine 33. So, which is the correct option? The correct option is 0.54 is the correct option. The next one is evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal rounded to nearest hundred. You have to calculate cos 75. So, which is the correct option? Use your calculator and find the answer. So, the correct option is that is 0.26 is the correct option. The next one is evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal rounded to the nearest hundred. So, which is the correct option? That is sine 43. So, the correct option is yes, that is 0.68 is the correct option. Okay, evaluate. Write your answer as an integer or as a decimal rounded to the nearest hundred. The correct question is cos 24, which is the correct option. That is 0.32 is the correct option, right? Oh, that is 0.91. Sorry. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is trigonometric ratios. Find the angle measure. Okay, so you are given with the two of the sides. You have to calculate the angles now. Just look at the example. You have to calculate the angle V, right? Here is angle V. So let's just calculate using cos of angle V, right? So cos of angle V is adjacent divided by the hypotenuse. So that would be 6 square root 105 divided by 12 square root 35. So when you evaluate, that is square root 3 over 2, right? So again, you have to check the square root 3 over 2 with a special triangle. So when you make, that is cos of 30 degrees, the correct option is 30 degrees, right? Another way is, let's just start with the test question. Okay, you have to, that is the same one we just did, I think. Yes, you have to calculate the measurement of angle B, so that is 30 degrees. Okay, measurement of angle J. Okay, let's see. Now we have to calculate the angle J, this one, right? Okay, you have to calculate J. You can calculate cos of angle J, right? Cos of angle J, that is 9 square root 3 divided by 18, right? So 9 times 1 is 9 and 9 times 2 is 18. So that is cos of angle J equals square root 3 over 2, right? So square root 3 over 2 is, you can evaluate cos inverse from the calculator, or that is cos 30. Let me just see if I can calculate the cos inverse square root, no, square root 3 divided by, hold on, cos inverse square root 3 divided by 2. Yes, that is 30 degrees, right? You can calculate cos inverse from the calculator also, right? Because you need to calculate angle J. So when you move cos to the other side, that will be cos inverse of square root 3 over 2, right? How can you evaluate cos inverse from the calculator? You have to do shift. Before cos, you need to press the shift button. Shift, cos, and then square root 3 over 2. So the correct option is 30 degrees. That means that J angle J equals 30 degrees, right? Okay, the next one is you have to calculate the angle S. Okay, let's see. This is S. That means we can calculate sine of angle S, right? So sine of angle S is 2 square root 3 over 4, right? So sine of angle S is square root 3 over 2. Let's just evaluate sine inverse of square root 3 over 2, right? Okay, sine inverse, that is 60 degrees. The correct option is 60 degrees, right? Or the easiest way is you can use simply sine inverse from the calculator, right? First, just see which trigonometric ratio you can use. Yeah, like for this one, we have to calculate sine of 60. So just calculate sine inverse from your calculator, right? Okay, the next one is you need to calculate the angle D. Okay, let's see which trigonometric. Here is D. We can use sine of angle D, right? Sine of angle D is 5 divided by 5 square root 2, right? So 5 and 5 cancel out, you are left with sine angle D, that is 1 over square root 2. So you can do sine angle D, sine inverse of 1 over square root 2. So sine inverse of 1 over square root 2 equals, that is 45 degrees, right? The correct option is 45 degrees. Okay, for the next one, you have to evaluate on your notebook and just write the answer in the chat box. Okay, you have to calculate the measurement of angle S. You have to calculate sine of angle S, right? Sine of angle X. That is 30 degrees. The correct option is 30 degrees, right? Okay, find measurement of angle C. We have to calculate sine of angle C, and yes, that is 30 degrees. The correct option is 30 degrees. Okay, the next one is measurement of angle V. So, which trigonometric ratio you can use? Yes, 45 it is. The correct option is 45 degrees, right? Okay, the next one is measurement of angle T. Okay, here is angle T, right? So we can use cos of angle T, right? 6 square root 37 divided by 12 square root 37, right? 37 square root cancel out. That is 6 times 1, 1 over 2, right? Let's just evaluate cos inverse, right? Cos inverse 0.5 is, let me just evaluate. That is 60 degrees, right? So that means the angle T equals 60 degrees, right? The correct option is 60 degrees, right? So the correct option is 60 degrees. Okay, the next one is measurement of angle C. Okay, let's see which trigonometric ratio we can use. Here is angle C. Okay. Mm, Sine C. That is 8 square root 3 over 16, right? So sine square C is 8 times 1 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16, that is square root 3 over 2, right? So when you calculate the sine inverse of square root 3 by 2, that is 60 degrees. That means angle C equals 60 degrees, right? The correct option is 60 degrees. Okay, the next one is measurement of angle P. So here is P. Let's see which sine of angle P. That is 14 square root 7 divided by 28 square root 7. So you're left with just 1 over 2, right? So just calculate sine inverse of 1 over 2. That would be 30 degrees. So the correct option is 30 degrees, right? The correct option is 30 degrees. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we're working on grade 10 math. Chapter we're working on is trigonometry. And the lessons we have covered today are trigonometric ratios, find the length of a side, find trigonometric functions using a calculator, and trigonometric ratios, find an angle measure. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we did today. That is your homework until next session. Right? So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday 5 to 9, right? Or either you can join me in the interactive session that will be daily from 4 to 5 and from 9 to 10. So if you have any question related to the lessons we just did, you can ask. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions? No questions?